Alright, so we're on page 196 of the book, chapter 7. We're going to look at formatting and modifying a table. I went ahead and filled out the rest of this table from the previous video since we're going to do some changes of that. Similar to the styles we can apply to text and to pictures, we can also do some predefined table styles, and that's what we're going to do to this table right here. We're also going to look at inserting, deleting columns and rows, merging cells, and adjusting column widths in this video. So to begin, we're going to do a table style, which is that pre-formatted style for the table. We're going to look, one of the best things about these table styles is that it bands the rows, which means that every other row of text will have shading to kind of help break up the table where you can see it a little better. So we've still got the res meal plans open, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and apply the grid table 4 accent 2 style. So to do that, we're going to select anywhere in the table, and we're going to go to the Table Tools Design tab, and we're going to click on the More option here. We're going to select this grid table 4 accent 2 here. You can see a little preview down there in the bottom right. My monitor's a widescreen, so you can't see it all too well, but it is there. We're going to go ahead and click that. We also want to remove the style that it's got applied for this first column. You can see that it bolded it. So we're going to click on this table style options group. We're going to remove that first column, and it's going to remove that special formatting that it had on that so that it looks like the rest of it. You can see now we have a little bit better looking table that just gives a little something extra to the table to help it look a little more professional and stand out. We're going to also change this first row formatting a little bit. So to do that, we're going to select the column headings in that row. You'll see we get a little mini toolbar. We're going to go ahead and change the shading on that. We're going to use this orange accent 2 darker 50%, and notice I went ahead and updated that for that. And that'll just override the previous formatting that the table style had. So now we've got a little bit better looking table. We're going to look at inserting and deleting columns and rows now. Any of these rows, any of these columns can be deleted individually. So we're going to start off by putting our insertion point in any table cell in the third row of the first table. So in this full right here. I'm sorry, in the light. This is for first row is the heading, second, third's light, and we're going to delete this row. So to do that, we're going to go up to the layout after we've made sure to select the correct row. We're going to click on the drop down, and we're going to do delete rows. And so see it deleted the row where our insertion point was. Next, we're going to look at we're going to put a column into the left of the description column. So to do that, similar to how we deleted rows, we're going to select anywhere in this third column, and now instead of delete, we're going to do insert left, which is going to insert a column to the left right there. And notice that just like we asked it to, it put it to the left of the column that we were selected in, which was the description. So now we're going to go ahead and type in the information in step 14 and 15 of page 197 of your book. You can arrow down or click in that cell. I like to just arrow down. And that's it for inserting and deleting columns and rows. You can do the same thing for inserting rows by selecting a row and inserting one above or below columns to the left or right, and you can also delete columns by selecting on it and doing delete columns as well. So next we're going to look at modifying column width and aligning and merging cells. You can adjust the width of a column by dragging the border between the columns, or you can use the width text box on the cell size group of the layout tab. So we're going to start off by adjusting the width of the second column in the first table, so the cost. And we're going to adjust the width of it until it's 1 inch wide. So you can see here when you click on a different column, it's going to update the width size right here. So we're going to take the second column and make it go down to 1. inch. You use the down arrow there, or you can highlight and type over. And on the description, we're going to increase its width up to 2.3. So we're going to select anywhere in the description tab and increase it to 2.3. And there's that. So we've still got the insertion point in the last column. We're going to select the entire column with by making sure you're still in the column, and we're going to go over to select in the table group, and we're going to select column. That's going to give us all that column selected, and we're going to do a line left top. So in our alignment group, we're going to select this align top left. You can see it made the spacing more of a left aligned and at the top. We're going to go ahead and align the other 3 columns to center. So to do that, again, we're going to select in the column, select column, and then we're going to do a center, align center, and that's going to do that. We want to do the same thing to these two, and there's one other way besides doing the select in the table group that I want to show you. If you go up to the top, you'll kind of get a black arrow right here, and you can actually just select right there and do your align center as well. That will select the whole column. And that's all there is to the alignment of columns. Now we're going to look at inserting some rows and doing some merging to make it make more like a title. So as you can see on page 199 of the book, there's a figure there that we're going to remove the borders and add a row above this these headings. Then we're going to merge it and make it look more like a title. So to begin, we're going to insert our insertion point in the first row of the second table. And then we're going to go to insert above to insert one row, similar to how we inserted a column. And it's still got all this selected, and we want to make all these cells one cell so that it'll be above all these column headings, more like a title. So to do that, we're going to merge the cells together. We're going to still got the row selected after we insert it. We're going to do merge cells. That's going to make them all one. And when you click your insertion point in here, we're going to type in breakdown meal plan cost by fund. And we're going to go ahead and go back to our alignment. We're going to do an align center on that. And we want to go ahead and align center all the other columns as well, all the other column headings. So to do that, we're going to select all these, and we're going to align center those. I'm sorry, I wanted to do all columns. So to do that, we're going to highlight all our cell data, and we're going to center all of our data there. And now we want to get rid of all these borders here on the on this table. So to do that, we're going to select the table by using the table selection button. We're going to go up to design and go to border style, borders, and we're going to do no border, and that'll remove the border from all the cells. Now to get out of this table, we're just going to select below it, and that's all there is to, I was not supposed to, looking at the example, page 199, the figure, this did not need to be center aligned. So what we're going to do for that is I'm just going to go highlight these cells by clicking and dragging. I'm going to go back to the layout, and I'm going to go back to a left align on those like the example wanted. These should have been, I've misread the step, column 2, 3, 4, and 5 should have been center aligned. So that's all there is for modifying column width and alignment and merging cells, as well as inserting, deleting rows, and that's all of the formatting and modifying a table topic.